States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, roll call.
Jeff?
Here.
Lindman?
Here.
Ingram?
Here.
Jeremini?
Here.
Berkovic?
Here.
Longbridge? Carrico?
Here.
McCain?
Here.
Schwartz?
Here.
Mugg?
Motion to excuse Mog and Long Break since they told us they weren't going to be here.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Approved. Any questions of the agenda?
Nope.
My name is spelled wrong, so I'm gonna
Oh, yeah.
Yes?
ask them to change that up front.
Oh, yeah.
Should be with a Y.
Yeah.
I move to approve with the amendment.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Approved. Minutes, any changes or corrections? None?
No. Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. I wasn't told of any communications to the board from Lori when we spoke. There is no public. And new business. Who leads the budget discussion?
Apparently I do because they didn't print you guys off the budget. And the only reason I got it is because I was in the office last week.
Okay.
So that works out. So the budget is really just focused on the planning, the activities, our events, not so much the actual park work or the day-to-days of that, which is the majority of the budget. Tuesdays in the park, we've budgeted $400 for that. Don't see any reason why we need to change that. We don't spend that much. The village garage sale, we just have a placeholder of 100, and we never spend any on that. Bunny luncheon is at $850. Village festival, $10,000. Other events, $3,000. Bus trips, nothing. Fishing tournament, $1,500. Snacks with Santa, $1,300. The 5K, $1,200. So are there any events on the list I just rattled off that we'd like to change the amount of, the budget?
What was
raise it?
after the fishing contest?
The Snacks with Santa is 13,
13.
and then the 5K is at 12.
Okay, and that's, I'm thinking the 5K might need to bump up
Okay,
because it's $750, I think, for the ship timer, and then the T-shirts have gone up this year. But I'm in the process of getting some pricing from Brandon Thorne, who does
Okay.
a lot, and I think they're going to be less. But if they're less, I'd like to move to like a first and second place medal. So just first place for men and then a first place for women, not a bunch of other medals. So maybe 1,500, increase that to 1,500.
all right. And then would you like another person to get a quote from for shirts?
I've got another quote coming. I already
I can
have
get you
one
another one
quote.
if you want it.
Oh, yes, please.
I have a vendor that was
Yes.
printed shirts. I'll send you her contact.
Okay, yes, please. Yeah, then I'll have 3. That'll be good.
And she's also local, village resident, so. Stephanie,
And then I think we're good with the Santa
email,
1,300.
t-shirts. So 1,500 for the 5K.
Yes.
You're good with Santa, he said.
Mm-hmm.
Fishing tournament, I think, looks pretty good price-wise.
Yep.
In terms of that, I'd like to raise I would recommend that we raise how much we charge.
Sure, what were you
That's-
thinking?
I haven't quite gotten that far yet, but I was thinking if $5 a head right now, it's a great number because it's easy to transact.
Mm-hmm.
But we give out really great stuff.
Yeah, the
You know,
fishing
reward
tournament
ratio is
budget's really
massive.
$500 because we get $1,000 worth of prizes, but that's at a discount. So really, it's like $1,500 worth of prizes for $1,000. And right now, we're only charging $5, like you said.
Yeah.
So we can go up to a nice even number because part of it is that there was a lot of people that register same day, and for a lot of people, they like that just because they just go to it every year.
Where you charge, $7 ahead of time, $10 day of,
We can do something like that.
if you want, surge pricing. I mean,
Surge.
that way,
That would make it easy.
that way, the day of, we don't need 1,000 singles or anything like that.
Yes.
But, people who sign up ahead of time, which makes it a little easier for you and everybody else, like with the kids' certificates and anything else we might do, we know of already, in that way. I mean, it encourages people to, sign up ahead of time. But it's not so much that it's discouraging to not participate. Because again, if you win, you're getting like $100 in prizes practically, so. And
More or less, yeah.
There's not a ton of competition overall, so.
Not only that, Ted tailors the prizes.
Right, yeah.
He tailors them. Like, he has all the past.
Yes.
He tailors them to each person so that they don't get the same thing twice.
Oh,
So he really, goes through and does a really meticulous job.
Do we have to have a price for the decorating contest, the holiday contest?
We just pull that from other events usually, so.
All right.
And that's 3,000, so we don't spend much there.
All right.
Corn roast, I think we're fine. We're always running right up against it, but I think the 10,000 overall is fine. The bunny luncheon would be the only thing I would wonder. Do we want to add a little bit to that or anything, or?
Well, I think, for the fair,
turn in the receipt for the backdrop too. That was,
Yeah.
I think, $70.
70, okay,
Yeah.
all right. Yeah, I know there was just a couple of things. I think the cake was the other thing that just didn't get done. Yeah, so we
There was
might have
also
went
the-
over a little bit.
There was also the one-time purchase of the new costume as well that
Right.
we pulled from there. So,
Oh,
and
you
that-
did pull it from that budget as
I
well?
believe we
I have
pulled it
no
from
idea
that
where we
line
pulled
item.
that from, to be honest. I don't know.
I
Okay.
think we pulled
All
it
right,
from
then we're
there.
way
One-off.
Yes.
It's not, the council will make a budget amendment if we have to.
Yeah.
It's not going to, no.
And it's a
we
one-time
approved it.
purchase as well, so it'll go back
Submitted
down.
that earlier.
Yep, and we, there was, I had it right here, the Bunny Lunch took in quite a few $100s as well.
Yeah.
I think like $600.
Yeah,
they brought
it
in.
comes close. Yeah, speaking of revenue,
Yeah,
so last year, for the fiscal year, just about through it, we did almost $8,000. This year, we're not even close to being done with the year. We're over 13,000. So between the grant from Oakland County and the farmer's market and stuff like that, the donation from Outstanding Orthodontics, we're bringing in a lot more revenue. Speaking of revenue, I do want to talk to the office about raising how much we charge to rent the baseball fields, because we only charge $10. But we upgraded them and cleaned them up 2 years ago and spent a lot of money on them, so I'm not saying $50, but maybe 15, every dollar helps. So, yeah, so we're doing well. But yeah, I'll let Jennifer Hansen know about the 5K. And then obviously when we start getting closer to the other events for pricing, we'll let Paige or whoever designs the flyers know. And then in terms of other items, larger expenditures, I don't really think we have anything on the list anymore. I mean, we've parks built. We will be talking at the council level about setting aside monies to redo the courts eventually, but that'll be more of just an accounting thing than anything else in the short term. Yeah, I don't think we have much left to do,
yeah, I think the only thing.
but we can always, if we see something, we'll have money in there. And if we see something, we can say, but I don't think there's anything specific off the top of my head or that I've even
Yeah,
thought
I
about.
know, we paid for the signs.
Yep. So we're pretty good there.
Okay.
All right, so that's about it.
Okay. Continuing business, the blood drive, Mark?
Yeah, March 30th, 2 to 6:30. Come donate, bring a friend. Everybody who donates makes a difference.
And I get a lot of emails and texts that offer me gift cards and things like that to come in and give blood, but it's not to our specific drive. Does that just do they have a facility that you go to and
So for some of them, yeah, you have to go to their actual site to donate, like the one that's this month is for that. Sometimes they do have it to where it will be, even if you're donating at like an event like ours, you just have to put it in you put the code into the
Oh,
messaging section of their app. You'll get, a $15 gift card, and sometimes they'll just have stuff here too. It depends.
yeah, I was here one time and had T-shirts, I think.
Yeah, we've had
Okay.
T-shirts. I got a pair of socks one time, so that was super fun.
I mean, any little incentive we can give them to,
Yeah.
participate is good.
Yeah, I did try to get some NHS kids, like, could you go to businesses and hit them up? And that never worked out. I was like, I don't have the time for that. But a kid would be great to put to work for that.
Cereal drive?
Finished up, today was technically the last day, so whatever's up there is our donations. We had a nice turn-in from the Buddy Luncheon as well. We had, of those boxes, like the ones that I had at the Buddy Luncheon, we have at least 4, if not 5, filled up upstairs. So I'll deliver them on Thursday.
Cool, cool.
And I'll have an official number, like weight. That's how they measure it at Hospitality House.
Okay, Bunny lunch. I had a whole thing written up about it, but anyway. I think it went really well. There were some things that weren't as popular, like the fruit didn't go. So that may be something we want to move back to fresh fruit and just take the extra time to chop it up and serve it. And I think it would just go a little bit better. The pizzas, there were 6 less pizzas consumed this time than there was last year.
Oh.
And there were 4 pizzas more ordered than last year because they were gone.
Right.
So I don't know if they're done getting pizza and it's just kind of like, this is like the 3rd or 4th year I've been here that we've had pizza. Do they tire of it? I don't know. I guess we can talk about it when it gets
Never
back
not
there.
seen pizza at one, so.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I
Easiest,
don't,
what else do you get up? I mean, there's not
goes
many
back
things
and
that are
forth.
easy to do.
yeah, but maybe the little things like, again, like the fresh fruit and stuff. The desserts were all gone, the water were gone, the tangerines were gone. The cake, there was only a couple pieces left of that. The punch was all used up, so pretty much everything was eaten and drank except for the pizza. So I think that was pretty good.
We were sold out though, right?
We were sold out.
And someone actually came and tried to come the day of.
Oh,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we sold out.
Charge them 50.
Well, I didn't have change. They only had 100. I tried that.
Taking that too.
I think, there were a couple of gaps. The Easter egg hunt didn't go like it had in the past with the kids going outside first and then being released like that. It was kind of, they were already lined up by the door and the door opened and off they went, but which kind of created a unfairness with the bigger kids getting out there first and the people coming out the end of the line. So it was just a matter of not covering that area well enough.
I had thrown out the garbage,
Time.
so when I came back, they were already filing out. And usually, just in the last few years, I've been the gatekeeper.
Oh, okay.
kind of thing, and that, get them at least all together lined up, and then unleash them kind of thing. And that usually works okay.
But they were lined up at the door.
Right,
In
yeah.
the back, as opposed to the
Like,
front.
when are we going? I'm like, I don't know what
I-
we're waiting for. I guess
Yeah.
I don't know. I felt
So
bad after with the
So did
feedback,
I.
but it was like, it was hot in there. 100 people
what-
with their winter jackets on, lined up all the way to the back.
That room was so hot,
was
It
it
is a warm
really?
room.
honestly.
Yeah.
Very
I'm wondering if it'd be better to maybe just section it off and have some for the smaller kids, that is their area,
Yeah.
and then the larger kids
And I
in
would just,
another
and
area.
then like some people are saying, oh, well, you know what, I've got both. Well, then then you go with the bigger kid and the younger kid go to the bigger side and the little kid hopefully survives. But that way, yeah, it says, we can't do it perfectly, but that's as equitable as we can make it
I
kind
don't
of
think
thing.
that would work.
Because we have plenty of space back there. I mean, for a while, we were kind of stuck because they were doing construction and there was, all kinds of stuff in the way. And this time, the whole field was wide open. So we could do that and designate and spread it out a little more like that way.
Yeah.
That's probably a good.
Could make a
idea.
section for the smaller kids, like 3 and under or something.
Right.
just
Yes.
so-
Was this the first year we got that feedback, though? Because I'm wondering if it was tied to them going out.
I think a lot of it was tied to them.
A
going
lot of
out
it
like
was tied to
way.
that.
Yeah.
Then-
My comments I heard.
then I think we ignore it.
I mean, there's always grumbling.
Ignore it until at least next year.
I mean, we've done also in the past is we've gotten them all out there, and then we'll give the little kids like a 10, 15-second head start, and that works well enough too.
Yeah.
Because I'm wondering if it's tied to the way they were released as opposed to the hunt in and of itself.
I don't know, because when you see the little ones, when they're emptying those eggs in the big container, the little ones have very few. They really do, compared to the older kids. I mean, their baskets are a lot fuller.
Yeah, they're overflowing.
We've also counted the eggs out one year and said you could grab 18 eggs per person or whatever the number was.
Oh, I mean, it's just,
That's just,
I just think you really should give the
Yeah,
younger
that's
kids
true.
a
Plus
different
then
space. I
you
really
always
do.
have like-
Yeah, I think a different space would be nice too.
And you just
Yeah.
really delineate it by quite the distance, say, right, in the back part behind is for the older kids, whatever, and the side is for the younger ones, and just.
Yeah, I agree. And I guess because of that, the golden egg was a catastrophe as well, because it turned out okay. Almost everybody got a prize. All the kids got the candy and that kind of thing. But we were also talking after the event about just eliminating that golden
Yes.
egg prize and just give everybody a prize. Because, I mean, the prizes were good. They were balls, playground balls and soccer balls and things like that, along with the baskets were made up with stuff from the shed from previous years and a few other things. So I don't see it's outside our budget to be able to buy those gifts and eliminate the golden egg completely.
get rid of the golden egg,
Yeah,
maybe step down on the biggest prize level, and then, but.
Well, the balls were $5,
Yeah, if that's
Five Below,
fine.
and that's we get $1 more for their admission. So we could always bump up to another $1 or something.
Yeah.
But there's always more adults than kids anyway. And they pay the higher price, and that's
Yeah.
why we were able to get the bigger prizes.
But rather than having kids get upset or whatever, and then,
Yeah,
I mean, I've had, every year, somebody complains about something to do with a golden egg,
Yes.
yeah,
so it's just not.
yeah.
And some that are yellow and they think that's the golden egg.
Right, right, and I've counted out how many golden eggs, and it just, it doesn't work that way.
You try to hide them well, and they get
squishing
upset
the
if they're hid
golden
too
egg.
well, so.
Right.
yeah.
Right, but otherwise, the music, Mark was nice enough to bring the speakers down and get them all set up for us, and I was playing the playlist, and that Amanda sent around, and commercials came on.
An ad for
because
Crohn's
I'm not a
disease.
Spotify subscriber, and I didn't know that. And that at one point, the music just blared, and it didn't sound like an Easter song. And again, I'm not quite sure why that happened, and, I'm really disappointed, but in my opinion, didn't talk to anybody else about this, I just don't think music is a big essential part of the Easter Bunny lunch. Not like Christmas with the Christmas carols and the theme and all that. We weren't able to get it so the whole room could hear it, for one thing. So I don't know. So I guess I'll leave it up to the next event that people do.
Well, you
and
tried it, so.
we tried it, and I just don't think we need music, but when Lori comes back next year, she can decide that too, so. But Mark, I appreciate your research and your effort, and
Was
Thank
it
you for-
Marilyn Manson that came blaring in?
What, when I played that?
kind of think that that's what
Marilyn
happened.
No, that was Sepultura.
Same thing.
No, it is not. There's a distinct difference.
Okay, that's it for me, unless anybody else has anything.
I think you did a great job, Linda. That was a big lift I know other people helped, but, missing some people, that can always add extra work too, so I think you did
Yeah,
great.
It's all good. I think most people had fun.
Yeah.
And most people don't know when we mess up anyway. We know, but
It's
they
true,
don't
we
know.
know.
They have no idea
They don't know.
Right.
what goes on behind, the scenes.
And the
Did have-
backdrop was beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, I was hoping
Really
that.
pretty.
I was worried because the fabric was
It's not gonna-
vinyl, and I tried
It's
to
not gonna
iron
last as
it.
long
No.
because of that, but it is, versus the other one you were getting.
Yeah,
after
the
Christmas.
other one was
But it was
super
really
nice.
nice, but a very pretty picture.
But pretty,
Yeah.
yeah,
Nice.
that's what I like. That's why I'm anxious to see some pictures with it.
How did the picture event go? I mean, I don't even know who was up there helping you. Was there somebody up there?
I don't think there was.
Like handling
but
the crowd and showing people, you know.
No, I
next or
think-
next, or-
I think that everyone was just kind of.
I think everyone, generally speaking, knows how to behave themselves. Plus, there's the parents there that help rein in the children, the more excited ones.
Go down.
Okay,
Um,
good. I'm glad to hear that.
I think overall it went well. The costume was great. Amanda did some adjustments prior to everything that happened. And the adjustments were great. They were perfect. Only changes that I think I need to make on my own is just cover your ears if you're a kid, is adding padding to the helmet because it would slip forward a little bit and it would show my neck. So other than that, the costume was fine. It was still very warm,
I was
but
going to ask you that.
yeah, it's inevitable
made
with
one of
those
the ear
like
holes in
mascot
it, yeah.
style costumes. It gets so warm in there. I actually had a sweatband on
Underneath that.
underneath
Oh.
it because I got sweat in my eye last year and that was bad. But worked great this year. I was posing with the kids. The other thing too is the new costume has mitts instead of gloves. And I do like to do bunny ears with the adults that sometimes pose because I think it's funny the Easter Bunny doing bunny ears to other people. So I don't know. But
Can we use the gloves from the old costume and
well, no, because the old costume it was soiled with mouse pee and poop, and it had to be tossed.
Burn it?
So we'll have to get new ones. But I'm kind of on the fence about it. I'm either or, but I did miss being able to do that.
You can always just buy some.
Yeah,
gloves.
just buy the mittens because,
Buy
I
white
mean,
gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you
I like gloves too, but
go. Okay,
don't-
I'll make a note of it. Cody.
or maybe those like hunter gloves where it's the mitt and then you can fold it back and then there's the individual digits. I don't know.
Okay. All righty, anything else? Bunny lunch, the garage sale in the
Yeah.
spring?
It's only March.
People are going to start asking though.
Yeah, they'll know the date, and then we'll get a flyer done.
as soon as we get the nice 70-degree day?
But we've had 4 seasons today, so we're not there yet.
We have. We have.
Yes, yes, yes.
Did you have anything, Diane, other than 5K?
Oh, well, I'm kind of at a standstill because I'm waiting on the water board, because last year they did their safety fair with us. And they haven't even talked about it
They
yet.
haven't met this
They're
year.
meeting Wednesday.
they-
I'm going
yes.
to go to that meeting because they wanted to do it, which is kind of putting me in a hard place because usually we're advertised by now.
Yeah.
And so I just decided to go with the flow and go to their meeting on Wednesday and then come up with the plan because the, I don't know, we're going to have to call it something else, like the 5K fun run and safety fair. Just combine the two of them together.
I would stick with your stuff just because yours is gonna, we don't want to confuse people.
But
And then let the water board come up with what they're promoting for it.
Yeah, they can have their own flyer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And hey, great
instead of
news. Hey,
doing
great
it
news, 5K.
together.
Yeah, I think that's great.
Yeah,
I
that-
agree.
That way there's no
You keep your
confusion.
5K
Yeah,
You
because
don't
I'm
want-
like at a,
It's your
I've been
event.
at a standstill.
It's your event.
just
First of
waiting.
all, it's also your event that they're piggybacking on.
Yeah.
So you do what you want to do, and then they can do it to
Do you
complement support.
think if we combine it, that it will draw more people? I mean.
No.
is-
They're
you don't think
based
so?
on,
Different.
to be,
Okay.
yeah, it's very.
No, if
different.
anything, I think it would confuse people and less people would go.
I understand
Because they're going to
why
be like,
they-
where's the 5K?
Yeah, I understand.
What happened to
they
the
wanna
5K?
do,
Yeah.
Why they want to, and that's fine with me that they're there, but I wouldn't.
It's fine that they're two separate events happening at the
Yeah.
same time, but they
share-
should
we
remain
share
separate
mu-
events.
And we can share what our mutual things out of it, but.
Because there are times where multiple events are happening in the park as well.
And who wants to go to a safety fair? at
I would just
9:30
get
in
your
the
own
morning?
flyer going.
Okay, yeah,
Just get it
because I've
going.
been like,
Yeah,
I'm like,
do
I
it.
want to get it, and I kept asking, a board member, and he's like, well, we're probably going to do it. And first he said, we're going to do it. Then we're probably going to do it. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to really get this going.
If they're not going to do it, they need to get their stuff out.
Well, I'll know Wednesday. So, I mean,
gonna
I've
say
already
that.
waited this long. I'm going to wait a couple more days.
But I think, I like the idea of you keeping it separate, your own
Okay.
flyer, though.
All right, well enough alone. But I do need, if somebody can help out with some sponsors, does anybody know? I've got Spencer
Okay.
Roofing and the GI, and I don't know if I'm gonna get PetSmart because they're gonna do the dog show, and I don't really hate to ask them if they're already gonna be donating for the dog show. Don't want to. So if anybody can come up with some ideas.
I could
What?
email a couple of the vendors that I have for the farmer's market,
Yeah,
the ones that are like direct marketing,
uh-huh,
see if they'll be interested.
okay,
Get the flyer done,
Okay.
and then I can send that to
all
them at
right,
least.
that sounds good, I will do that. Yeah, I've been so busy at work that I'm just like, my head's kind of spinning with
Sure.
that piece of the puzzle, and after waiting to find out what they're gonna do, so that would help.
Now, they may want to have a representative there,
Yeah,
which I'd be fine with. I mean, they're just standing
oh,
at the
for
table.
sure.
You know, enter to win $10,000 of doors.
Well,
and
I
windows and
did
doors.
make arrangements for the Coast Guard to be there at the event. So somebody will be there, the Coast Guard. And the other thing that they can do, which I'll bring up to the water board, is that since it's going to be the end of May, they could do vessel exams at the boat launch.
Yeah,
But I have to get permission from the DNR to do that, I'm sure.
you'd have to have, yeah.
But they already have connections with the DNR.
I would think that would be easier.
So
It's-
all
it's
they have to,
it's the
yeah,
Coast
I will
Guard.
let them,
It's not some
I'll let
random.
them, they just have to have a written form by the DNR to do that. But, I mean, it's not just the 5K, but I started getting into the safety fair thing, and I'm like, oh my gosh, now I got like more work.
Don't plan their event. Don't only plan yours.
Okay, all right. End of report.
Okay, I got to go back to the bunny lunch. Sorry. I have that power, don't I? We collected all the email addresses and phone numbers for everybody that's attending the bunny lunch. What was the plan for those? I know we asked Paige to do it.
So we
What do
could
you want to
do,
see
you
done
could,
with
you could, you
those?
could do like either like email them like a survey of what they thought. You could email them, thank you for attending the bunny lunch. Here's a list of our events for the summer. Okay, here's a list of dates and things like that.
We could attend.
Hey,
the
here's
calendar.
our Facebook, here's a link to our Facebook page. Come and like us, those kinds of things.
And what kind of, it has to come from the village. So do I draft the email and submit it them
Sure.
to go through their process and then they just throw it out to a group I made? Nice,
Well, if it's coming from up there,
right.
right?
Then they have
Can you
to
just
enter
do
the
a-
email
Can you just do a
addresses.
spreadsheet with the email address and just send it to Paige and she can
Well,
just?
she's the one that sent it to me, so she has it.
Oh, she's got it. Well, then,
Well, she's the one that creates the registration list, and that's the time that
Yeah.
she got the email. So she's holding all the, but I don't know that she
is
puts
there
them
any
into
reason
any.
why we can't send
group?
out a survey?
No,
I mean, why isn't there, there's no
It's-
reason why we couldn't send out a survey, right?
We, meaning,
The board.
oh, the
Like,
board.
From our personal
Yeah,
email.
oh, yeah,
you could,
I
or you
would hope
could send
so.
it through me, or we could talk to the office about creating a Park and Rec email address.
Oh,
That would be,
I think we
That
have,
would be
I'm
good.
pretty sure
That
we
probably
have,
goes hand in hand with
which would make a
what
lot of
you're
sense.
all working on as
Right.
far as
exactly.
communication.
It'd just be Park and Rec at wolverinelike.com.
You know?
And then I think we have
Yeah.
more than enough licenses or a number of email addresses available still. That I don't think it'd be a problem for us to get one.
Get one from the Parks and Rec and.
Yeah, just talk to them and
'Cause
say,
I think that's great ideas
that's
to
a
do with
really
it, and
good
I do
idea.
believe it falls in with the other stuff, but, okay, we'll talk about that, and I'll talk about with them how,
yeah,
if they need me to enter it into something, I can do the, data entry of the emails, just get this started. I don't have a problem with it. There's probably, 25 or
Yeah.
30, so, okay. And then okay, I guess that was it. So we'll bring it up with the other committee. All right, thank you. Tuesdays in the park, Kathy?
I have not heard from Tabitha, so I don't know if things have been approved, what
they
you've
have.
heard.
Yeah,
Okay,
the
she
dates
has
that are
to-
on, the dates that are on the thing, I think are the right ones, right?
Yes, they
Yeah,
are.
we got them.
Oh, I
I
haven't
thought she
heard.
sent the flyer to you, didn't she?
If it is, maybe it went to spam and I didn't see it.
Because she showed me the flyer. And then I said,
I can go home and look at my,
yeah, this was like 2 weeks ago. This was a while ago.
Oh.
I think, I know, time
I
blurs for
haven't
me.
seen it, so I guess it's been approved, so those are the
Yes.
dates, so.
We got the dates. I think there was, we got at least for the actual activity, we may not have gotten our number one request for all of them or any of them, but we got ones that we requested.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not getting some rando one.
Okay, and then, but as long as it's for the date,
The
so,
flyer's new, updated. I had them add the outstanding ortho to it because they're,
I know you've talked about your idea too of including the food trucks. If she makes the flyer midway through the year, if we find out we're going to have food trucks, she
Yeah.
can change it, correct?
yes.
Make it
yeah,
easy?
Yeah, and once I get all those lined up, if we know who it's going to be for the farmer's market, or for that Tuesdays in the park, yeah, we can announce
Okay.
that too.
All right.
So,
And then I'll talk to her about possibly, like how she makes those nice coloring
Oh, yeah.
Placemats.
sheets for Santa and with the Easter Bunny lunch. I was thinking of having like a contest, different age groups for, just giving out little prizes like bubbles or small balls or something, just
Yeah.
for the young ones.
we have a
Something different to do.
Yeah. I like that idea.
That's it. Thank you.
The dog show. Amanda, I haven't talked to Amanda about that, any of that yet. Summer garage sale.
less to talk about that than there was at the spring garage sale.
You got anything you haven't said about the fishing contest, Cody?
It is happening.
Okay.
That's it.
I love
We are
it.
fishing the lake.
Corn roast.
Do you think real quick, just since some of them are missing chair people listed for each event, we should have that updated? Like dog show, I'm assuming Schwartz and Mog together, but.
Or Amanda and-
Mog and then Schwartz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mog and Schwartz, but then fishing contest should be McCain
And Lindman.
and Lindman.
Way to go.
Sorry. Corn roast, Kathy, I'm assuming us.
Sure.
Okay.
The bunny should be Lori.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know these things.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of just assumed at this point, but
Sure.
I'd like to
Yeah,
have it
I agree.
I agree too.
just written. So for corn roast, I don't know if I think we're still a little early on having to set our first meeting. I think normally we're able to do that in the park, and I don't think right now we'd want to be sitting out there. So maybe it's something next month we can look at for meeting.
Either that or maybe when we do the walk in the park, if there's time. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes what we do that. We do a walk and then a work session.
It does take a
Sometimes
while.
we do the walk,
That-
we'll do
that
like the
walk
walk and the
is-
work session.
It
but,
takes
It's
a
true.
while.
Is everyone, as far as we know, going to be here for the corn roast? So everyone's kind of normal stations, nothing's, that'll.
No,
I'll run the grills again, yeah.
Okay. All right, well then, I don't think we need to
No.
rush any meetings at this point.
I'll just throw this out there. I've been doing the cornhole tournament. If anybody wants to do that, and switch jobs with me, I'm open to that. So just throw it out
nothing
there.
about cornhole, so I'm going to stick with the kids. Unless somebody else wants
All right,
to
I'm
do the
just throwing
kids.
it
No,
out
you do
there.
guys, you guys do great jobs. I mean, I have
Anybody
to
else
admit,
wanna
we
do the kids'
we
tent?
run like a real,
Right.
clean machine here. It's just well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
I like how that
If
question
it ain't
was
broke,
like a
don't.
plea.
Yep.
Okay, farmer's market?
The application's done. It's already gone out to some folks. I gave it upstairs. I don't know if I don't think they've posted it yet. Already have some vendors signed up for the year. Already have some new vendors. So, yeah, it actually runs from May 19th to October 13th. So it says June here, but we are starting a little earlier.
I'm sorry, Mark, what were the dates?
May 19th through October 13th, every Tuesday, 4 to 8 p.m.
I'm glad they made it later.
That was what we noticed was we'd be there, first 3 to 4 was always quiet. What we always noticed is that as people are packing up and leaving is when the park would get full. Because they'd finish dinner and they'd come down. Now, obviously this year too, if we get the food trucks and everything, it's another reason for people to come. But it seemed like more people later in the day would go out to walk their dog and do all that stuff too. So maybe we get a little more foot traffic later in the evening.
Okay, holiday decorating, says to decide dates, but is that a order or a request?
It's a suggestion that
Suggestion,
that can
okay,
be
good.
ignored.
I'm not ready to talk about it. Anybody else ready?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same way with letters to Santa.
Yeah.
Any new additional events?
I did want to just ask quickly, Snacks with Santa on the January meeting shows 12 to 2, and now everything's saying 1 to 3. So I wanted to confirm the time.
We usually do it from 1 to 3.
I thought so too.
But we talked about it.
About making it
I
12 to
I
2.
think we talked about, and
Yeah.
I'm fine with 12 to 2. Is
Yeah.
everybody fine with 12 to 2?
Yeah, I think 12 to 2 works better.
Then we get
Okay,
it done
we'll do
earlier.
12
I
to
had
2.
a comment at the bunny lunch. That's baby nap time,
What is?
12 o'clock.
Oh, yeah? That's what you found
It's
out?
also
That's
my
Sonny
nap
made a
time,
comment
but
at
I
the
still
bunny
have to
lunch.
go.
Everybody has their own different schedule, so it can be
Yeah.
kind of hard. Yeah,
Maybe you could sleep through that.
Never.
I
make it.
like the 12 to 2.
I do too.
I do too.
Yeah.
It
Kids
works
are ready
out well
for lunch
out
by
there.
noon and
Or
Yeah, exactly.
decorating, clean up, and still getting home.
I can go. I can.
All right,
We're
so
also
12
busy
to
in
2.
December
Yes.
with activities.
Yeah,
so.
especially December, right? Okay, nothing new? Addition, okay, pending business? Veterans Memorial?
We're meeting in April. I can't remember the date off the top of my head, but we will be having our first meeting of the season and just getting things kicked off.
Sure. Clara Miller Park signs, that's me again. She is, I spoke to her the other day, and she will be done with all of the directional signs, hopefully by the end of this week with clear coat and everything. So we'll need to store them, obviously, somewhere, and I don't like the idea of putting them in the storage shed right now, just because
It's a mess.
if they're not completely cured, it just needs to be in a temperature-controlled environment. I don't know how she's going to deliver them either, what kind of boxes or how it's going to be stacked, but any ideas on where we can put these?
Can we keep them here?
Will there be room if we have like a big, I'm guessing probably like a garbage, one of those
We'll find a
priority
space. We'll figure it
boxes.
out. We can
Okay,
house them for
and we
a
can put them
month
here?
or whatever
Okay.
it takes. We'll find a place.
And then when those get delivered, can we start talking to the DPW about setting a date for
Yeah, absolutely. Let's
installation?
find out.
Okay. All right, and then she's she's continuing work on the pole toppers, to say Clara Miller Park on them. And so she has some examples that she hopes to be able to show me by the end of the week. So I'll take pictures of them and send them around. You guys can get to thinking about them and just give me any opinions. I mean, we kind of have talked about what they are, and they're included in the price. And so once, we get a consensus on the style we like, we can just proceed. And she hopes to be done by April 1st, the first week in April. So it's almost here. Any questions about that? Community garden?
It's going forward. I know he got the lumber donated or reduced price from some entity, so he's going to be able to get going on that. And as we get a little warmer, we'll show him where we want to have him set it up, and he'll get to it.
Where did we decide we're going to do it?
It's going to be right off the parking lot on the Veterans Memorial side of the park. So it's going to be, you got your parking lot, and then you got open space of land. We're going to put it there. So then it'll be a little bit from the memorial, but in the future, should we put in like a well, it could be it'd be a nice central place. The well would be for both the memorial and the community garden and things like that. But it'd also make the community garden visible, so people could see that it's there, and it's an opportunity. It'll be close to the parking lot, so people wouldn't have to walk, bless you, 800 miles to plant.
And do we know how many gardens there'll be or planter
I want to
boxes?
say it was 6 or 8. I have to review the notes. He's got more space technically here than he had in his other option, but
And will there be fenced around it
Oh, I
to keep you don't know?
I don't think so. So that's going to be more of a figure that out. maybe those who are
A
using
lot of
them,
the community gardens are going toward like fencing to keep
because
the
nature's the worst.
deer
Yes.
out and the bunny.
Yes.
Okay. The park walkthrough?
I kind of think we should just wait till
Yeah.
April to
You want
schedule
to schedule
that.
it yet?
Yeah.
The weather's a little
I agree.
clearer.
Okay. Liaison reports, the planning commission?
Yeah, we did have a February meeting. We held the public hearing for the proposed daycare at 1655 Glengarry Road. We actually had some public show up, which was unusual.
No.
And then it wasn't someone worried about the noise from the kids in the surrounding houses. It was a guy who said the house immediately next to this building is a halfway house that I didn't know about, and that he lives next door to that, and he often hears lots of yelling and often swearing and things coming from
Oh.
that place, that he was just letting the proposed buyer know that what he's moving in next to.
Oh, yeah.
But as far as I know, it's going to still move forward. There were still some unsettled items on their landscape plan that didn't quite meet our planning consultant's guidelines and things. So we didn't approve the site plan and get it ready to go to council. We had to table it for another month till they get in and fine tune their landscaping plan, so the screening and everything is appropriate and that it meets all of the requirements. So we just need them to fine tune their landscaping plan and they can move forward, assuming they still want to do it at that location.
So there has been updates. According to the owner of the building, the guy is going to be withdrawing his request. He's no longer interested in purchasing the property. We're still trying to find out if that is in fact true from the applicant. The village has not heard from him. So we'll see. In regards to that house, it is technically not a halfway house. It is a facility for those who were deemed mentally unfit to stand trial. Their IQs were either too low or something of that nature. We've known about it. That resident who came to your planning meeting came to a council meeting a few years ago. We were not informed. It's not something that the village gets informed about. There's all kinds of law, OSHA, but like privacy rights and all those kinds of things that limit you, HIPAA, that limit us from what we could know. So it's the nature of these buildings is that they are permitted in residential, and you don't have to be told about it. The only reason the village found out was they were doing work that was unpermitted. So when they got slapped with the sticker and they went and submitted the application, the applicant was a business. And that was originally how the village found out. But there have been, complaints in the past about behavior, language. Police have responded and things like that. So it is it's a place with
How
some
many
interesting.
residents are in there doing now?
I do not. I do know that they are required to keep 2 people on staff at all times. And I think it's 6 people, but I don't remember. But yeah, so it's a known place. And it's as far as I know, it's illegal. It's the state standard.
So the daycare applicant rescinded their application?
We don't know that. That's the owner of the building says the daycare applicant has rescinded his interest in purchasing the property and is no longer going to pursue the daycare. But we have not heard from the applicant himself. So we're still waiting on that.
Because his offer was contingent on getting the site plan approval and
Yeah.
everything to
So,
enable him to run the business out of there.
and we have no idea if in fact that is the case, that he's withdrawing it, what the motivation is for him withdrawing his application, whether it was the rules that were placed on him or what he discovered about the neighbor. So,
And other than that, we welcomed Cody to his first planning meeting. So,
Can I ask you,
Commissioner.
Brian, there
Yes.
is that building on South Commerce by Decker there. It's been many things. Is there anybody looking into purchasing that and developing that?
No, they wanted to turn it into a gas station, and there was huge opposition to that. And we just didn't think it was a safe location to put a high-traffic thing like a gas station in there right on that curve. The guy's been trying to sell it for years, but
Okay.
no interest.
Just wondering if there's been any interest. Okay, curious. Thank you.
That's it for planning.
Thanks, Brian. Council?
Congratulations.
So we had a meeting last week. The first big thing, and it was a really special thing, was the promotion of Officer Jessica Keller to Sergeant. There was about 20 people in attendance to support her, including our Sergeant John Morosco, So it was great to see him. Very well-deserved promotion for Jessica. We're in good hands, and it was really cool to see all these people just come out to support her. Previous officers in the village, current officers, and other people she's worked with and other places that she's been employed. So that was really something to see. We did get a report from our engineer about he's got to submit a report every other year regarding the dam over here. And there is a little spot that has some piping going on, which means that there's some water slipping through a little bit, and it creates a soft spot like when the DPW mows. So he's trying to determine the best way to address it, because you can't just fill it in, because it can create pressure issues and things like that with the whole dam. So he's working on that. We are continuing with, for now, the Water Resource Commission of Oakland County with our sewer system operation and maintenance. We're going to be extending that every 3 months until we determine if we're going to stick with them long-term or switch to who Commerce is using. Commerce switched to a private company, and so that's all going on, and we're still trying to work that out and figure out what the best option is. We reviewed procedure for addressing the council, so like the calls of the public, and we updated the rules for that because they hadn't been updated in about 15 years. So we did that, and we had a discussion about tiki candles again, because where Pam Kaznecki used to get the tiki candles, they don't have them available anymore. Aaron Laybourne found that Menards sells them, so we are going to be we ordered 13 cases of tiki candles at $4.99 a piece, and we'll be charging $5 for them. We went into closed session and discussed some things. Police Chief Sovic said that there might be 2 new potential Marine officers coming in. They would only be working limited times, not a ton of time, but they would be filling in the gaps when our current officers are out of town or busy or whatever, so we would have a little more support there. And the application for the police officer position has closed. I think that was today it closed, so hopefully he'll get some good applicants in, and we'll be able to provide us for a new officer. And then also, just so you guys know, for the fishing contest, Officer Grunwald knows the date. He did check he was at the promotion for Officer Keller, and he checked with me. He's like, "What date is it?" I'm like, "I really don't feel like talking about that right now," but okay. So, yeah, we're good there. Yeah, and that was about everything. Repairs at the Penny Lake Pump House are going on and should be done this week.
Thank you. The Community Engagement Initiative, it's me again. The letters that we developed have been given to Dave and Mike McNutt for review, and they've okayed everything in it, so I'll be presenting that letter for your review at the next meeting. We haven't had a whole lot of time to get together since last meeting, but I have not had any success in trying to get materials from Priority Waste to include in our welcome packet, so Tabitha offered to step in and see if she can't get something. I sent some emails and just no response, so she's going to try and work on that for me. We had the magnet idea where we were going to put important phone numbers and websites and things like that on a magnet, and then just asking a few people here and there about it. We were talking about their refrigerators don't have magnets. Magnets on refrigerators are for old people. People don't do that anymore. So I'm just wondering, does anybody have any comments or about us working on a magnet to be providing information for the village?
Stick on my refrigerator, I
See,
know that.
that's the thing.
But a lot of communities that I work in, I see them putting one where you can put inside your, cabinet door. Like when you open your cabinet door, I don't know if it's like a self-sticky thing, and then you put it inside the cabinet door.
Okay, so
I
just
see
make it
that
versatile, not just a magnet, but to be able to be hung as well, like from a command hook or something like that.
Yeah,
Or is it more of a sticker?
It's more of a sticker,
More of a
and they just
sticker?
put it on the back, and I see it in cabinets a lot, like the inside of the cabinet door.
I've done that for years. I have
Have
fire.
you? Yeah,
it's
you open
inside.
it up, and there it all is.
Okay, all
Fire
right,
and
thanks.
police.
That's a great idea.
So I
And then
see
it can be a
that
little
more
bigger.
than I see the
Yeah, because I was thinking, just maybe a little bigger than a business card, but if we're doing more of a sticker, then it can be more prominent inside.
And you can
the
see the
door.
number easier too.
Right.
Like if you're looking for a number.
Mhm, exactly. Okay, well, thanks. That's a good idea.
But that's about all
Look
I've
into that.
seen. I haven't seen, much more than that.
Okay. All right, well, we'll have some more information for everyone to look at next time. Commerce, Parks, and Recreation. I didn't get any notification that Lori had received anything for them. I do know that their meetings are on the fourth Monday of the month, and they start at 7 PM and starting in April at 6 PM. So I was going to go check them out. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that's a
And it's like,
great
if they're not
idea because
communicating with us,
they're
maybe
not- Exactly.
we'll communicate with them.
I
and
think that's a
then-
great idea.
So what do you propose that, I don't know if they have a lot of public, I don't know if I don't think we're on their agenda, but they do talk about our events. What would you like me to highlight? What would you like me to tell them about it? Just go through our list of events for the calendar year? Should I print something out for them?
I would print it out.
Well, so I know that even though our liaison doesn't report it, Ron Kruger, who's on their board and is on veterans, he always tells them what we are doing.
Oh,
He keeps them updated on what we
okay.
do.
So then what would our role be as a liaison if Ron's kind of already doing
Well,
that?
the
Means
real
that
role of the
what you-
liaison is more of to create, when we have shared things in the communities, because we're taxpayer as Wolverine Lake to Commerce Township. And it's to create that better line of communication so we don't overlap and we have things that are, so for example, when I got the list of events from Emily, there was this one called Silo Fest that falls on the same day as the corn roast. And I was like, what's up with that? Like, come on. It's literally it's a very similar kind of event. Well, and then it turns out Silo Fest goes from 4 to 9. So it's not such a problem because we go from 12 to 5. So I was like, okay, well, it's not a real conflict, but at the same time, if you coordinate on those things, you don't have that kind of oopsie and things like that. And also just, is there things that we want to share or can work on together? Because if they're putting in some kind of court system or something, we may not want to do it because we don't need 80 of the same thing and things like
Okay.
that. So there's other things that can work on that.
So does it go on their website, like when we have the 5K and the dog show and the Tuesdays in the park? Are they made aware of that?
They know them, but they are.
It's not on their list, though.
So
Like that they hand out.
Or the fishing contest?
That one that you guys keep on the counter, right? Yeah, our events aren't on that.
So they did just hire a new person for like outreach and things like that. And I know. I was like, right. It's like, right.
It's what?
I knew it was
She's on a maternity leave. She'll be back in May or June.
No, I know her. So I was like, don't they know she's going to go on maternity leave? But I know, obviously, of course not. She was at the Chamber of Commerce. She was really good there. But no, so with her, they started this weekly email now that they're doing that I finally was able to get registered for. Because for years I've signed up for the emails and never got a thing. And this time it finally worked. And so they do send out a weekly email with a list of things that's going on and everything
So
else.
weekly.
Which is also what I'm kind of thinking we're talking about upstairs with, because I feel like we send out a lot of emails and it gets repetitive.
Yeah.
Maybe going to a weekly and then just only having emails go out for emergencies or like, hey, garbage will be picked up on Tuesday because Monday was a snowstorm or something like that. That would be an option for us, but I got to talk to them and see if we could do that.
Okay, well, I'm going to go and observe and
So it's the fourth Monday, what time?
let you know. It'll be, what's this, March 6 o'clock?
6 o'clock?
6 o'clock this
And
month.
it's at the Commerce Township office?
Yep. You want to go too?
Yeah, I just might if I'm not busy. I think
All
it'll be
right.
fun.
I'm going to hold you that. Okay. Any comments from the board members?
Do they record their meetings
No.
like we do? They do not?
No.
Okay.
They have minutes, though. I've read their minutes
The
and
minutes
they're
are
quite,
thorough.
yeah,
They do not,
they're like by person.
they're almost verbatim.
Reads like a script. Yeah.
They're long.
Yeah, it's
They're
hard.
the most exciting thing to
It's hard
read.
to follow.
How soon do we need to request bunny lunch date for next year so we can get?
Yeah,
it
actually,
on?
I was going to take us back to Bunny Lunch one more
I know,
time.
sorry.
To tell
I was
you
just
if that's
thinking, because I
okay.
think they have the Richardson Center next weekend, which is when we would typically do it.
Right. March 30th next year. So it's a whole week later. I mean, March 20th. It's a whole week later than this one, this time. And the same time, 12 to 2. And I think Easter's a little earlier too. So we're much closer to Easter next year
Okay.
than we were this year.
So March.
We've already
Perfect.
reserved it?
Yes.
Awesome.
Great.
You
Great.
did
Yep.
reserve it?
Yes, I did reserve it. Well, I picked up the keys because there's like 1 year from your event date that you can reserve. So she took it 1 day early. So, yep, we're all set for that. Anything else?
Thanks to Mike McNutt for loaning us the speakers.
Yes, very much.
I'll be returning those tomorrow.
Yep, and thanks to Debbie Malbin for
Yeah.
doing our backdrop.
Yeah.
That was very much appreciated. I know that you would trust her.
Julia
with
Michelle
your
Julia
for
Michelle.
backdrop,
filling
so-
kitchen. Yeah.
Yeah. Our kitchen help.
Yes, our kitchen help, Julia and Michelle, as
Yes.
always, back there ready to serve.
And some, I don't know who stayed to help clean up,
That
but there was
was,
quite a
was
few that.
Kyle Jennings and his wife from the water board. He's on the
Okay.
water board. and
Okay.
He was helping clean up.
Yeah, so that was.
Is she the one that asked about volunteering?
I have no idea.
Somebody asked about, I
Oh.
heard
Okay.
somebody talking to, asked about volunteering and where she would go and how she would
Oh, okay.
become a volunteer, so,
It couldn't have been his wife. She would know that,
oh, okay.
because he did, I would
I forget
assume.
who they were talking to. Huh, I have to remember.
Maybe not.
That's it. All right, motion to adjourn then?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Right, motion adjourned. I mean, meeting
Good
adjourned.
job.